Episode number 57. Lexy Drew Cepregi. She is our guest. And just a little bit of a disclaimer, ladies and gentlemen. This episode and the next episode, which has Caitlin Cepregi, were filmed back to back. So if I sound a little all over the place and a little bit tired, yeah, that's why. So without any further ado, let's get this show on the road.
These are the performers that I know. These are the performers that I know. These are the performers that I know. These are the performers that I know.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Performers I Know. This is episode number 57. Um, so I'm just going to pull the curtain back a little bit. This episode and our next episode, episode 58, are actually being recorded back to back. And there's a reason for that, because on this episode, we are interviewing one of two sisters. The first sister is going right now, and next episode will be the second sister. But today, on this episode, we have all the way from Studio Long Island. Please give a round of applause for Lexy Drew Cepregi. Lexy, welcome to the show.
Hi.
There she is. Oh, yes. So, once upon a time, last year, well, late last year, I was casting for my annual Young Sherlock Holmes reading. And Lexy tried out for the role of Grace Duval. And had our Sherlock been a little bit older sounding, she would have gotten the role. And I said to myself, she came so agonizingly close. I can't let her slip away. I have to work with her. And that's exactly what I did with other projects. But yes, the first question that I have for Lexy, as I ask all of my guests, is what got you involved in the wild and wacky world of theater? What got you into acting?
Well, I've always loved acting since I was a kid. The first show I ever did was, I think, Mary Poppins, and I just thought it was so much fun, and it's a fun activity that I got to do with like my sister. So I'm just like, I just kept doing it, and it's something that I really love to do.
Yes. You were in the second grade when you did Mary Poppins Jr. I may or may not have gotten a full itinerary of information from an unnamed source, but we're not going to get into that right now. So the first thing, right off the bat, you you were Juliet in my Romeo and Juliet from a different perspective, in which they don't die. Yes, it's just like Anne Juliet, except you know a little more entertaining. But you got to play Juliet, and dear old Owen, my my buddy Owen Connors, got to play Romeo. What was it like playing Juliet and going against the archetype of the story?
Well, I love Shakespeare plays, and Juliet, Romeo and Juliet's definitely one of my favorites. And I thought being able to explore it in this like new creative way is just such a cool thing.
Yes, and you and Owen worked very well together. You especially had the British accent down quite well. One of the parts that always made me laugh is when you were like, "Oh, Rosalie, I love you." Like you just in your rage against Romeo, you went Cockney, which I thought was inherently hilarious. Yes, indeed. But yeah, you and your sister Caitlin are on Instagram, and you guys do a lot of a lot of singing, which is apropos of nothing. You apparently are working on your very first original song called Summer with You. Oh, isn't that nice? What is the basis, the main message of this song?
Well, this song is about like obviously it's about summer and it's just about being free and being able to spend time with someone that you're like really close to.
Oh, so it could be it's not it couldn't doesn't have to be about a boy. It could be about
No.
family or friends.
Yeah.
Oh, boys, ugh, gross. Disgusting. Um, what whereabouts is the song? Is it almost set to go?
Well, I haven't recorded it yet, but I'm hoping to do that very soon.
But have you at least written it?
Oh, yes, definitely. Yes.
Oh, yes. Without you, I'll feel blue. It's a summer with you. Something to that. You know what? I don't want to just assume that you rhymed you with blue. You know, I don't want to be all silly like that. Um, but you dabble in just about everything. It is brought to my attention that you play the violin and you don't like it, and you play the drums and you love those. What what is it about the violin that you despise it so?
I'm just not, I just don't like it. It's just like, I don't know. I don't like it.
Dane, I just don't like it,
Just
okay?
don't like it.
My dog Whiskers was attacked by a violin, and it broke me up ever since. No, no, I'm sorry. I can't in good conscience say that actually happened because it didn't happen. I mean, do you have any pets?
Yes. I have a rabbit and a dog.
A rat? Oh, so you do have a dog, but it's not named Whiskers.
No.
No, no, no. What is your dog's name?
Duffy.
Duffy. Wonderful. And the rabbit is called Whiskers, of course.
No, the rabbit's called Nutmeg.
Nutmeg. Oh, you see, where my mind goes, I would just call it Bugs because Bugs Bunny. Yes. But so you started theater in Mary Poppins Jr. Who did you play in Mary Poppins?
I honestly, I don't remember. I just remember I like held a lollipop. I don't think I spoke. I just held a lollipop. I don't know. I think it
Oh,
was like some bank teller lady, but then I was like with my sister in that role, so we had to like say the lines at the same time as Strange.
I can't help but notice you said you were holding a lollipop. I'm just imagining the two of you like as bank tellers, just very smartly dressed, and you just have these gigantic oversized lollipops. Like, um, Mr. Banks, would you like a lollipop? I notice, we feel very bad that you have a that you don't have a lollipop and we do. And meanwhile, everybody in the audience is going, I don't remember this in Mary Poppins. Mm-mm. It's craziness, I swear. But yes. So you parlayed that into much success. You've done a lot of great stuff, especially in Matilda, because you've been in Matilda before. You played Mrs. Wormwood,
Yeah.
and you got to be loud, stand out from a crowd. That's the only part of that song that I know. But now you're going to be doing it again very soon. You're playing Miss Honey. Oh, isn't that nice? What's it like playing, I guess you can say, one of the villains of the show? Now you're going to be playing one of the main heroes of the show. What's it like, that juxtaposition of between villain and hero?
Well, I think Miss Wormwood was very fun to like as you said, she's very loud, and I think it's gonna be fun like seeing the show from another perspective, if that makes sense.
Yes, Yes, I would say that. It's always interesting to to do the same show and play a villain and a hero. Um, I'll give an example for myself. I was in a production of Oliver where I played Mr. Sourberry, who's one of the villains of the show. And then years later, I did a reading online with some friends where I wound up playing Mr. Brownlow, who you could say is one of the heroes of the show because he's Oliver's grandfather. And it's like, oh, it's very interesting to go from playing one of the evil people in the show to playing one of the nice people in the show. Um, I mean, I sometimes
Congrats.
I feel like the villains are a lot more fun, but for example, Disney villains have the best songs. You can fight me on this all you want, but that's
They
just the way.
do. They do.
I mean, think about it like this. If I were to ask you, which song would you rather sing, Part of Your World or Poor Unfortunate Souls? What would you say?
Which one I could sing or which one I'd want to
Which
sing?
would you want to sing?
I would want to sing Poor Unfortunate Souls, but I feel like I'd be better at Part of Your World.
I mean, Poor Unfortunate Souls is such an awesome song
I
just to
know.
sing because you get to the importance of body language. Yes. Um, but I digress, ladies and gentlemen. I tend to do that sometimes when I'm a little excited because I'm very excited to have Lexi on the show. Um, and from one Owen to another, because you actually work. It's strange how sometimes these things go. You worked with Owen Penrose, another Owen that I hope to have on the show soon. You did Walking on Broken Glass, where you got to play Gretchen, the lovable, nerdy character who has the courage to be herself um, against the backdrop of the song Walking on Broken Glass by Annie Lennox. What was it like? What was it like playing that character?
I feel like that character is more me. I really like playing that character, and I thought it was like cool to see like the chemistry with the different characters, like my sister's character and Owen's character, and it was really fun.
Yes, I did feel kind of bad because I feel like I don't want Caitlin to be pigeonholed as always playing the villainous characters because, well, let's just say it this way. In the next episode, Caitlin is going to be interviewed, and she plays Miss Trunchbull in Matilda Jr., and she's doing it again. And it's like, oh, again with the villain stuff. But, I mean, I don't know. Maybe for all I know, maybe she enjoys it. I guess we'll have to find out when I ask her. But yes. So you have done all sorts of interesting things here. I'm seeing something called The Mask We Don't See from the Ohel Children's Home and Family Services. You did a PSA about suicide. Could you give us a little rundown of what was going on there?
Sure. So that place is like they do a lot of PSAs, and I was lucky to be included in this one. And it was really fun because I actually it was about mental health services, and I it was my first real on-screen experience, I guess. And I had a great time. And I was lucky to be part of this organization that really helps people like in need. And it was great, seeing all the behind the scenes stuff of how they shoot scenes and how different emotions can be seen on the camera. And I was really excited because it was my first time on set.
I was kind of I did a little bit of watching of this PSA, and I was really hoping it wasn't going to be like one of those Dar Man kind of videos, like, "Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the message. Did you see the message?" And you can't see me right now, but I'm leaning in really close to the screen for like emphasis.
Ah,
This would I don't know if Lexi's just blankly staring at the screen like, who's Starman?
Who is that?
He's a YouTuber who does all these message videos like, oh, don't judge a book by its cover, but like, let me put it to you this way. He hits you over the head with a hammer, like, here's the point. The point. Do you get the message? I'm doing a head bonking motion right now.
Oh.
This is a very this is one of those episodes where I wish I was on camera because then you can see like the gyrations that I'm making right now. But unfortunately, that's just not in the cards. Oh dear, oh dear. So besides playing
Um,
Miss Honey, yes, I feel like I just interrupted you. Yes.
Sorry. I was just wanting to say for the director for the PSA was great and they tried to make it like realistic and relatable and it was really well done and they treated the subject like in the right way and I thought that was great.
Good. I'm very glad that they treated it. Um, from what I can see, it was basically like using people who are using AI to kind of like say like, how do I stop the pain or something to that extent.
They were using AI like in place of therapy.
Right, which is not that I want to get preachy, folks, but that's generally not a good idea. Not a good idea at all.
Yeah.
But besides playing Miss Honey, do you have any other theater shows that you have coming up down the pike?
Coming up? Well, I'm probably going to be participating in my high school's play and musical next year, and
Right.
I'm really hoping it's something good.
Oh, brother. It seems like a lot of the high schools around here lately are doing Chicago.
Chicago?
Yeah.
Mine did Mean Girls last year, which I'm sad about because like Mean Girls is one of my favorite shows. And I'm hoping they do something that's like people really like because there's a lot of people in theater that like have very strong feelings about what they think the show should be. And I'm just hoping they choose something that can like have a lot of main roles so that like there's like an equal chance for everyone.
Well,
And
let me put it to you this way. Is your future high school, is it essentially just, hey, all you boys, do you have a pulse? Then you're the lead.
they usually have a lot of female leads. They don't have that many boys, but the boys who are in theater are like really dedicated to it.
Okay, well, at the very least, you have dedicated boys. It's not like you're pulling from like the football team, like, okay,
No.
okay, Samson, the quarterback, if you literally just show up to audition, you'll get the lead role of Charlie Brown, okay? Cool, cool. Um, but that's not all you do, because besides singing, besides doing theater, besides playing instruments where you have a 50% love ratio, you also have hosted now, just very
Open mic night.
recently. Yeah, After Seven, I believe it is called.
Yeah.
And now, how did all that wackiness come about?
Well, we have a Girl Scout project because we're in Girl Scouts, it's our Civil War project. And part of it is finding a problem in your community and thinking of a way for us to make a solution. So we noticed that like people in our community weren't getting like as many opportunities to perform. And we're like, we have a local library that we are also hosting the play this year. They always have a summer play, so we're directing that. And we're thinking, why don't we do like an open mic night at the library that's all ages so anyone can perform? And the fifth, I think, was the first one, or the seventh, the seventh. And it was hectic, but it was so much fun. And a lot of people came, like more than we thought, because there were like 50 people. And it was a great opportunity for us to perform and for other people in our community to perform. And I also got to perform my original song that I was talking about earlier. And we're hoping to continue it in the future. and it's every other Wednesday. And I got to also be the MC, and it was just an awesome opportunity.
Amazing. And I believe the unnamed source, who may or may not have been your mom, told me that the next one is on the 22nd.
22nd.
Yeah. I don't know. I might try and gate crash and just be like, "Hi, I came to see the show." Oh,
Please come.
amazing! Oh, it's on a Wednesday. Oh, I'm very old. I'm very cranky. It's like a school night? No, a work night? No. Can't you guys do it on a Saturday?
We tried. The library hours were very tough.
I am so very old. Oh, but yes. It says here you got some horror shorts under your belt as well that are in
Yes.
post-production. What is going on there?
So the end of the school year, I like auditioned for it's like a series of horror short films like promoting this guy's clothing brand. And it was just I was very tired because it's like in this, I don't know, but it always had to be filmed at midnight. So like it was a school night and I got home at like 6 a.m. once. And it was a post-apocalyptic world where like the sun was gone. And it was
Oh,
great because I got to meet all these like great fellow actors and it was just very fun. And I got to play a sister, this guy's sister, and I could teleport with like a ring or something.
oh,
Parents
interesting.
even like was my parents got to me in it. They died.
Oh, well, okay. It's a family film, everybody. Yes. I don't know what it is. A lot of the kids that I have worked with, and even some who have been on this show, have done a lot of student films. And it seems like they do a lot of horror movies. Now, I'm not necessarily saying that this is a student film. It's apparently for a clothing brand, but it seems like horror is just the easiest thing to do. But now I'm just imagining like Lexi is like, "Oh my gosh, we have to get out of here. The cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers are approaching us. Hey, great pants.
I don't know.
Oh, well, thank you for that compliment. We won't eat you. Anyway, I can see by the old clock on the wall that we are running just a bit out of time. As fun, silly Willy as this has been, we do have to start getting ready to skedaddle. But before we do, ladies and gentlemen, I have one last question for Lexi. Lexi, if somebody were to come up to you and say, "Hey, Lexi, I want to do what you do. I want to act, I want to sing, I want to do theater, I want to play violin," would well, we won't get into that one. I want to play drums. Yeah, that's it. What would be the piece of advice you would give them to best get started on their journey?
Definitely to always like believe in yourself because people can see when you believe in yourself and everything and be better. And also never give up and keep following your dreams.
And don't play the violin.
And don't play the
Anyway,
violin.
don't do it. Don't play the violin. Anyway, as our closing theme plays us out, I want to thank Lexi for being a guest on the show. Lexi, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much.
Yes, and we'll see you all on the next episode. So long,
These are the
everybody.
performers that I know.